Well, good morning, everybody. Well, not sure good afternoon. It's after 12. Jimmy Flynn here again. Hope everybody's doing fine. We had quite a party here last night. A friend of mine just phoned me up and said, how you feeling? I said, we had quite a party last night. I slept like a log. He said, that's good. I said, not really. I woke up in the fireplace. Anyway, we're going to sing some songs and tell some jokes and have a bit of fun with you. I hope everybody's doing well out there and staying safe. And I'd like to spend a very special happy birthday to Will Weinbeck. He's up at Camp Borden in Ontario, and he's there with his dog and his two cats. And hi, Will. So we're going to sing a happy birthday, my buddy, from your mother. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Will. Happy birthday to you. There you go, Will. Everybody give him a round of applause. A wonderful guy. The Armed Forces people take care of us all around the world, and they do a great job. And my birthday's coming up, too, so we'll just be me and the wife. It's going to be some celebration, I'll tell you that right now. We're all getting older, actually. My dad's in the old people's home, and he was sitting on a stool before all this started at the old people's home, and he's looking out the window, and every once in a while my dad would start leaning this way, and the nurse run over and push him up, and then he start leaning the other way, and the nurse run over and push him up, then he start leaning the other way. Well, this went on all day long. I went to see him that afternoon. I said, Dad, how you like the old people's home? He said, son, the people are real friendly and the food's real good, but you see that nurse over there? She wouldn't let me fart. I'm seeing funny things too. I was up at the airport the other day and I seen the Mounties had an 80-year-old man pulled over, and the Mountie went up to the window and said, sir, the reason I pulled you over, you've got no tail lights. The old guy got out and walked around the back, looked down, no tail lights, started crying. Mountie said, sir, it's not that bad. The old guy looked around and said, yeah, where's my skidoo and trailer? Anyway, got a little party going with you. I'm going to start off with a little Irish song. Any Irish people out there? Oh, good. I was in Ireland last year, and we were all over Ireland. We were in Dublin, actually, and I said to this gentleman, sir, can you tell me where the liquor store is? He said, yes, I can. I said, where? He said, we get out of the corner, you turn right. You get to the next corner, you turn right. When you get to the next corner, you turn right again, and when you get to that corner, you turn right again. I said, well, if I did that, I'd be standing right here. He said, that's what I'm trying to tell you, sir. Liquor store is right across the street. Little Black Velvet Bands, come on, all together. Her eyes did shine like the diamond. You'd think she was queen of the land. And the hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with the black velvet band. In a neat little town they call Belfast, apprentice to trade I was bound. And many's an hour sweet happiness I slept in that sweet little town. Till a sad misfortune came over me, which caused me to stray from the land, far away from me friend and relation, to follow the black all together, come on. And her eyes they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And the hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with the black velvet band. Everybody singing it now, come on. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer too. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be as style as marriage, I can't afford a carriage, but you look sweet up on the seat of a bicycle. One more time, come on. Her eyes shine like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And the hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with the black velvet band. Come on, let's get a party going here. Dance then wherever you may be. I am the Lord of it, and said he, and I'll lead you all. Maybe you may be, and I'll lead you all, but it will be. And the bottom of the earth had begun, and the moon, and the sun came down the heaven, and down earth. At the hem I had my. Come on now, every hand in the air. Dance then wherever you may be. I am the Lord of it, and said he. Lead you all, wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all, and then said he. Well, they took me down and I left up high. I have a life that'll never, never die. Live in you, live in me. I am the Lord of it, and said he. It's good to see us clapping. You got to join in. You got to sing along. A lot of people are away from home. My stupid brother's living out west now, and he called me up every day for a while there. I'm homesick, I want to come home. I said, boy, go fish and get your mind off being homesick, eh? So he went and got a little boat, put on top of the car, and went for driving the prairie, but he couldn't find a lake anywhere. But he saw the wheat fields flowing in the wind. So he dragged that little boat in the middle of the wheat fields. And he got out there with the oars out, and he's rowing and singing, I's the boy that builds the boats, and I's the boy that sails her. Car pulled up along the highway. Buddy got out, slammed the doors, madder than a hornet. He said, hey, you out in the boat. My brother said, what do you want? He said, where are you from? My brother said, Newfoundland. He said, buddy, I'm from Newfoundland too. And there's guys from you coming out west and pulling off these kind of stunts. That's why they make up jokes about us. As a matter of fact, if I could swim, I'd come out there and kick the shit out of you. And all the people in Cape Breton too. Hello, all the people in Cape Breton. I got a lot of old friends down there, and I love some lovely pictures on Facebook today about the Cabot Trail and stuff like that. And I don't know if you've ever been around the Cabot Trail or not, but this October when we were around the Cabot Trail, and the roads are so windy and twisty. It was kind of funny. We're down to almost to Dingwall, and this guy came around a U-turn on my side of the road. And when he passed me, he hollered, pig! I hollered, idiot! And just then, I ran over a pig. But they're great people, honest to God. We were in the bar down there. A guy came in, he had a 44 Magnum in his hand. He held it up like that. He said, I got a 44 Magnum here with 6 shells in it. Which one of you guys is fooling around my wife? And somebody hollered from the back of the bar, you're going to need more ammunition than that. But I bought a farm. A lot of people don't know, but I bought a farm up in New Brunswick 18 years ago. And I had farmed for a while and I learned how to drive tractors and mow the fields and make hay. And I had 100 sheep. And I actually raised 800 sheep in 10 years. And you meet some neat guys up there. Last fall, old Frank down the road, he was 82 years old. And I went down to see him. And I knocked on the door. He said, come in. So I went in. And here's old Frank sitting at the kitchen table. And he got his pants down to his ankles. And he got a black paintbrush. And he's painting his willy black. I said, Frank, what are you doing? He said, it said to do this on the radio. I said, you've got to get hearing aids, Frank. He said, what do you mean? I said, what it said on the radio was, turn your clock back. Anyway, farmers are something else. There's another fella up there. He had a chicken farm. And the people were racing by there, and the young chicks were getting under the fence and getting out in the road, and they're getting run over, and they're killing his young chickens. So we phoned up the police department and asked them would they put a sign up. And they did. They put a sign up there, Animals Crossing. Police called them up a week later. Nothing they changed. They're still killing the chickens. And they put another sign up and another sign up. So finally, the old farmer got tired of it. He called the chief of police and said, can I put my own sign up? So 2 weeks went by, and the chief didn't hear no more from him. So he called him up, and he said, what's going on? Oh, he said, things are fine now. Everybody's doing a good job. I put my own sign up. He said, what kind of a sign did you put up? He said, it reads, nudist camp ahead. Slow down and see the chicks. So farmers are pretty smart. But actually, an old guy said to me one time, a farmer up there, and farmers work so hard, it's an endless job, it never stops, and you got to give a big hand to all the farmers. So here's a little song I wrote with the farmers. Farmers don't get facelifts, they don't work from 9 to 5. Baling hay every day, trying to stay alive. Farmers don't get facelifts, what I heard them say. You can't afford a facelift, boy, on this kind of pay. Let's talk about the farmer. Hey, and did you know it wasn't for the farmer, little children wouldn't grow. If it wasn't for the farmer, I couldn't sing this song. Clap your hands and stomp your feet and come and sing. Come on, all together. Farmers don't get facelift, work their 9 to 5. Baling hay every day, trying to stay alive. Farmers don't get facelift, what I heard them say. You can't afford a facelift, boy, on this kind of pay. Let's talk about the farmer. Hey, and did you know it wasn't for the farmer, little children wouldn't grow. If it wasn't for the farmer, I couldn't write this song. So clap your hands and stomp your feet, come on. Farmers don't get facelifts, they don't work from 9 to 5. Baling hay every day, trying to stay alive. Farmers don't get facelifts, what I heard them say. You can't afford a facelift, boy, on this kind of pay. And we traveled all over the country. I've been doing this, same as Valdi. Let's come off a tour at Valdi and George Canyon and Miles Goodwin. We did some shows in Florida, Texas, Arizona with the Canadian Snowbird Association. And met some wonderful people, the Stampeders, Ronnie and all the boys. And gosh, so many over the years, it's crazy. And I met a lot of people from Ontario, actually. And I guess the power bills are pretty heavy up there. And apparently this little old lady outside of Hamilton, a guy come up and knocked on her door and said, "Ma'am, I'd like to do a demonstration for you. I'm selling vacuum cleaners." And she said, "I'm not interested." So she went to close the door, and he put his foot in the door. He said, "Ma'am, you don't want to miss this. This is a Dyson vacuum cleaner, the most powerful vacuum cleaner in the world. It'll suck up just about anything." And as he's saying this, he got a bag of horse manure, and he's dumping it all over a carpet. And he says to her, "If that vacuum cleaner doesn't suck up all that horse manure, I'll eat what's left." Little old lady said, "I'll be right back." He said, "Where you going?" She said, "I'm going to get a spoon. They cut my power off 2 weeks ago." Oh, boy. And how many people got a stupid brother out there? Huh? My brother's so stupid, he phoned the Guinness Book of World Records last week, so his name put in the book. God said, "What you do?" He said, "I put a puzzle together in 6 weeks." God said, "What's so great about that?" My brother said, "It says right in the box, 5 to 7 years. You can't make this stuff up." He went to the doctor. He said, "Doctor, something the matter with me. Everywhere I touch myself, it hurts. I touch my head, oh, it hurts. I touch my chest, oh, it hurts. I touch my leg, oh, it hurts." Doctor examined, said, "Where you from, son?" He said, "Newfoundland." He said, "Your son, your finger's broken." Now, other songs, I'm getting requests for songs here. Oh, Ryan, hey, well, happy birthday, buddy. I see you watching. Enjoy your birthday with your dog and your 2 cats. I know you're comfortable there, and thanks for being in the Armed Forces. We're all so proud of you up there. And well, I was actually supposed to play there Friday night, as you know, but the shows have been all canceled because of the sickness that's going around. It's getting crazy. Toilet people are crazy. And a guy wanted to shake hands with me the other day, actually, and I wouldn't shake hands with him. And he said, "Why, you scared of getting the virus?" I said, "No." I said, "Some people haven't got toilet paper." But they're hoarding the toilet paper. But you guys are getting all that stuff, like getting all the hand sanitizers and hoarding that stuff. But other people need it. And if they haven't got none, it's just going to spread. So, take a couple of bottles home. And I had it here. I drank 2 bottles of it. It's terrible. It's like my brother one time. He bought underarm deodorant. And it said, "Pull off the top and push up bottom." Well, my brother said, "I'm walking funny now, but my farts smell real good." What's a nice song to sing for you now? Oh, here's a song we recorded years ago for all the people who leave Cape Breton and travel across the country. We all leave home, and I ended up in Vancouver back in the 70s for 8 years, and then my brother was there, and my sister was there, and my cousin was there, and my neighbors were there. And the people were just keep coming and coming and coming, okay? Late spring, the leaves have turned green, the sheep on the hillside and birds on the wing. And over my shoulder, the last time I'm seeing the old house all weathered and gray. We talked till 3, Father and me. The fiddle tune flowed like the clear Marguerite. Never forget who you are, son, said he, as I followed my brothers away. Now I'm headed for Halifax, see what's to spare in the way of some work, and if there's nothing there, in Toronto, out west, to God only knows where, then bound to be friends from back home. One thing I know, wherever I go home, my heart's in Cape Breton, it'll always be so. Whenever a fiddler rosins the bow, my first endless thoughts are to home. Now I'm headed for Halifax, see what's to spare in the way of some work, and if there's nothing there, it's Toronto out west, to God only knows where, it's bound to be friends back home. One thing I know, wherever I go home, my heart's in Cape Breton, it'll always be so. Whenever a fiddler rosins the bow, my first and last thoughts are to home. My first and last thoughts are to home. For all the Cape Bretoners and all the people that leave home, and I got a lot of friends in Fort McMurray too, and they're actually isolated. Hi Brian, if you're watching out there, we miss you guys, and I know you're going to be there until May. That's a long haul for you, buddy, but you're probably safer in the camp than you would be outside. You know, and a lot of great singers are dying, and great entertainers and doctors and nurses and people on the front line. And so it's a very scary thing. It's something that's never happened in our lifetimes before. And so we all got to take heed of it. And some people, the Premier of Nova Scotia is getting pretty upset with people. They're finding people now, they find you $1,000, they get you, and you're not quarantining yourself. So please stay home, because you go out and you don't know if you gave it to somebody or not, because the symptoms are apparently you don't know you got it. And you might not find it until 4 days later. And everybody you shook hands with or said hi to, or the food you touched, or the rails you touched, or the doorknobs you touched, that could be spreading it all over the place. So just be safe out there, you know. We're all getting older. And I remember back in the day, me and my stupid brother went down to the drugstore to buy our first condoms. And we went in, we were shy and scared. My brother said to the guy behind the counter, "Give me a box of condoms, Skipper." Buddy bought the box down below the counter. My brother said, "How much is that?" And the guy behind the counter said, $3.75 plus tax. My brother said, "Tax? I thought they stayed on by themselves." And we've come a long way, and now we got the Viagra. Anybody tried the Viagra yet? Huh? This 81-year-old man I know tried Viagra last week for the first time. I said, "Bill, how'd you like the Viagra?" He said, "The only thing it did for me was keep me from rolling into bed." My brother was taking the Viagra pill. He dropped it on the floor, and the friggin' dog ate it. Yeah, dog couldn't walk for a week. Couldn't get his back legs on the ground. It's got to be powerful stuff. If it's right in the box, you have an erection for more than 4 hours, phone your family doctor. What's he going to do? Huh? There's a couple down home one time. She went to the doctor. "Doctor, my husband's useless. We haven't had sex in 3 months. What am I going to do?" Says, "Dear, we got Viagra on the market today. Very powerful sex stem will help him." He said, "He won't take no pills. He's stubborn as a mule. So if you're going to have to trick him." So what do you mean? He said, "The next time you're having a coffee, take this Viagra pill. When he turns his head, drop in the coffee, see what happens." A week later, she came back to the doctor's office, great big smile on her face. She said, "Doctor, you're a saint." Just tell him the story. So we're sitting there and having a coffee, like you said. I dropped the Viagra pill in the coffee. He turned around and chug-a-lugged it. Wasn't 5 minutes later, he got that look in his eye. He jumped up, tore my clothes off, threw me on the table with sex right there for 15 minutes. Doctor said, "That's wonderful." She said, "Yes, it was. But they never let us back in Tim Hortons again." old fella, 80 years old, walking on the road, and he meets a frog in the middle of the road. And the frog says, "Sir, if you give me a kiss, I'll turn into a beautiful woman for you." So the old fella bends down, picks the frog, puts it in his shirt pocket, keeps on walking. The frog says, "Sir, did you hear what I said? I said, if you give me a kiss, I'll turn into a beautiful woman for you." The old fella looked down at the frog and said, "Nah, at my age, I'd rather have a talking frog." But there's great old stories like that. There was a couple down home one time. She belonged to the women's auxiliary, and she wanted to have the women's auxiliary over for dinner. There was going to be 7 couples, 14 people, and she wanted to have steak and mushrooms, smothered mushrooms. So she told her husband what she wanted to do, and she said, "But I'm kind of scared. Like, mushrooms are very expensive." Well, he said, "Go out in the woods and pick some." He said, "There's lots of mushrooms out there." She said, "Yes, there is. But some of them are poison and some of them are not. And I don't know which are which." So he said, "Go out and pick some and make up your dinner and stuff and feed it to the dog tonight. And the dog's still alive in the morning. Bob's your uncle." Anyway, she did that. She made it all up, made steak and mushrooms and gravy, and gave it to the dog. Next morning, the dog was great. Invited everybody over. They gorged themselves on steak and mushrooms and wine, and she even hired somebody to work in the kitchen. So they finished their meal. They're all sitting around and saying how much they enjoyed it. The woman in the kitchen came out and said, "Mrs. Smith, the dog's dead." "Oh my gosh," she said, "the mushrooms." Called the ambulance. 6 ambulances pulled up in front of the house, took each one of them in the bathroom one by one, and burying animals and all this type of stuff and get all the food out of their stomach. When the last one was done, the woman came out of the kitchen again and says, "Mrs. Smith, and the man that ran over your dog with the truck didn't even stop." Oh my. There's so many people out there doing stuff on the internet and singing songs for people, and it's really, really nice to see. I mean, everybody's playing guitar and singing now, and it's nice to see other people that you'll never, ever see getting on the internet and singing songs. So it's a treat. I really enjoy it, you know. And so we do a couple Irish songs for you, make you feel at home. Oh, maybe this one here. This is the only song they ever sell 1 million records in Newfoundland. And someone asked me here to do a Stompin' Tom Connor song too. And I miss Stompin' Tom. Stompin' Tom, I met him 43 years ago in Vancouver, and we kept in touch over the years. He was quite a guy. He was a legend. He wrote a lot of different songs, and I'd like to do a little tribute here to my friend Stompin' Tom Connors. Well, it's so long, Stompin' Tom, I can't believe that you're gone. So long, Stompin' Tom, at least we got your song. Like Bud the Spud from the bright red mud, the buck from Calabaloo. So long, Stompin' Tom, may God take care of you. Me and the wife and all the kids, we all sang along, driving around Moncton Town, singing the hockey song. We were to it and at it to it, tuned their attitudes in. So long, Stompin' Tom, till everybody clap their hands. So long, Stompin' Tom, can't believe that you're gone. So long, Stompin' Tom, at least we got your songs. Like Bud the Spud from the burnt red mud and the buck Calabaloo. So long, Stompin' Tom, may God take care of you. There's so many people I never met, yet I know by name. Old Ben down in the pen and the old Red River Jane. They're tomato and tomato, for the winter in their car. Walk across to the pawn shop, here comes Luke and his guitar. So long, Stompin' Tom, can't believe that you're gone. So long, Stompin' Tom, at least we got your song. Like Margot's got the cargo, and Sudbury Saturday night. So long, Stompin' Tom, may you rest in peace tonight. Now the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, they hung on every word when you sang those songs about Saskatchewan and tobacco with Tilsonburg. There's 1 million smiling angels probably singing with you tonight. And if you see my mom down in the front row, will you tell her I'm doing all right? So long, Stompin' Tom, can't believe that you're gone. So long, Stompin' Tom, at least we got your song. Like Margot's got the cargo in Sudbury Saturday night. So long, Stompin' Tom, all together, come on, clap your hands. So long, Stompin' Tom, can't believe that you're gone. So long, Stompin' Tom, can't believe your song. Margot's got the cargo, and goodbye, Rubberhead too. So long, Stompin' Tom, may God take care of you. Stompin' Tom Connors. I bet you, I'm playing in PEI, I think it's on June the 8th, I think. You have to check my website, but the Stompin' Tom Connors Center. I played there last year, and a lot of my old fishing buddies come down, and one fellow there said, Jimmy ain't leaving this town unless he's got a dozen lobsters in the morning. And he got one of these guys deliver a dozen lobster to me in the morning. It was wonderful, wonderful people on Prince Edward Island. I always have such a fun when we go over there. We played golf over there last year, and me and my stupid brother. We were doing pretty good, and on the 16th hole, I hit my bottle of a big field of buttercups. And I walked over, took my iron, and I was just going to hit the ball, and I heard a voice behind me say, please don't hurt my buttercups. I turned around, a beautiful woman standing there in a long white dress. I said, who are you? She said, I'm Mother Nature, and if you don't hurt my buttercups, I'll give you all the butter you can eat for the rest of your life. My brother said, that's great. Where were you 3 holes back when he was in the Pussy Willows? Oh, boy. Another Stompin' Tom Connors song. Come on. Well, everybody go, well, it's Bud the Spud from the bright red mud, rolling on the highway smiling. Well, it's Spuds are taking the back of Bud's ring from Prince Edward Island. They're from Prince Edward Island. Well, from Chartertown down to Summerside, you load him up for the big long ride. He jumps in the cab, he's off at the prize of Egu. Well, they catch the ferry at Termentine, heads out the old New Brunswick line. To Montreal, they come just a flying with another big load of potatoes. Well, it's Bud the Spud from the bright red mud, rolling on the highway smiling. The Spuds are taking the back of Bud's ring from Prince Edward Island. They're from Prince Edward Island. Now, the Ontario Provincial Police don't think much about Spud. Well, the police been looking for the son of a gun who'll be ripping the tire off the 401. Name of truck shines up in the sun, Green Gable. Well, he hits her on about 7 o'clock, backs her up against the loading dock. The boys all got around to hear him talk, another big load of potatoes. Well, it's Bud from the bright red mud, rolling on the highway smiling. How many people have never been to Prince Edward Island? Because he's got another big load of the best doggone potatoes ever been growed. And they're from Prince Edward Island. They're from Prince Edward Island. They're from Prince Edward Island. Oh, Stompin' Tom, Rita McNeil, George Jones. Willie's still alive. I saw him on television the other day, but some of the big entertainers are sick. John Prine's fighting this terrible disease now, fighting for his life. And I don't know what to say. A friend of mine, his mother's in the hospital, and she's 85 years old. And she's on her last legs, and she's all by herself. We're not allowed to go to the hospital to visit her. And there's got to be something, the family was saying that there's got to be something that maybe do about this, because a wonderful woman of 85 years old shouldn't have to die alone, and so it's pretty scary. And for all the people on the front lines, God bless you. And you guys that take care of the people in the hospital too, the guys that clean the floors and take the garbage out and whatever you guys do, you're heroes now. You're heroes. Because there's so many people are depending on you, and so many people are going to have to depend on you. And it can hit any one of us any time, and we'll be in there, and we'll be thanking you for taking care of us. So just take care of all the people, and take care of the kids, and have fun with them. Play checkers. My wife and I are playing cards now. Playing cards, but she's beating the hell out of me, but I don't care. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye to you all now, and it's a hard time for all of us, and so share the laughter, share the love, call your friends up and tell them a joke, write them down, and we got to keep our humor. If we keep our sense of humor and we keep our kindness and we keep the love flowing, the world's going to be a whole better place when this is all over. It really is, because it's going to change people. It's going to change the way we live. It's going to change the way we think. How precious life is, and how precious a smile is, and how precious a joke is, and how precious a song is, and everybody's got their talent. We're all so special. There's nobody like you. Nobody. So remember that. And, if you're going through a hard time, call your friends up and check on the older people and all that type of stuff. And if we all take care of each other, we'll get through this, okay? So tomorrow I'll be back again. So I'm going to finish off this segment with a song. It's called Somewhere Down the Line. So I'm going to say, we're going to meet again someday, somewhere down, and you guys say somewhere down the line, okay? Let's try it. We're going to meet again someday, somewhere down the line. I can't hear you. We're going to meet again someday, somewhere down the line. I don't know where or when, another place, another time. And we'll sing some good old songs and stories on my mind. We're gonna meet again, my friends, somewhere down the line. My little webcam is over, another day gone by. Good friends all around us, by the time this flies. I don't know if I can find the words, but I'll try to, my friend. May God bless you and keep you until we meet again. All together now, clap your hands. We're gonna meet again someday, somewhere down the line. I don't know where or when, another place, another time. And we'll sing some good old songs and stories on my mind. We're gonna meet again, my friends, somewhere down the line. God bless you all. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Keep laughing, keep smiling, stay safe. Thank you.